Hey everyone, it's CR Game
Hey,
Room.
hi.
That's Rob.
I didn't see you there.
Oh,
it's Ben.
Oh my god!
Whoa.
So yeah, Joe's gonna be popping in a few minutes. He had to take care of some things in personal, but we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna go over the new spoilers that DMArmada and Dice Coalition kind of put up on their page. You know, we're gonna steal their content, I guess.
They said it was okay though.
Yeah, we got full permission.
Full permission to do it, so it's fine. It's fine.
And we're also gonna if you've been invited to the invitational tournament and have not turned in your team, Ben, you need to turn it in, Ben.
Doing it, jeez.
And there's a few more people that I've tried to message them personally to try to get that turned in. We understand it's kind of a quick turnaround for that, but people should have been working on their global escalation team since they got invited. So that's good. Well, I mean, this is the most competitive tournament that we've put on. Period.
The most competitive.
The mostest
ever.
Sorry. Yeah, actually, it really is. We let everyone know that it was going to be super competitive.
Yeah, I'm pretty worried about it, to be honest.
Oh, whatever.
Imagine for reals. I only have half the cards, and there's some spammy mother effers going to be playing.
We're not PG-13. You can say motherfuckers.
No. Yeah.
Jeez,
the kids are listening.
Man.
The kids are not listening.
There's one person viewing right now, and they are highly offended.
Oh well. All right, so
they left.
All right, so let's just jump right into the spoilers. So doing the
jump right away.
Jump.
Oh. All right, I'm going to turn off my cam so I can save some bandwidth here.
All right, turning off my cam. All right. Okay. All right.
Okay, turn off my camera.
All right. Do you guys see that, or do you need?
Wait, how do we? Now we need to show. Yeah, you need to show us the spoilers that you're showing them.
All right, there you go. You got it.
Magical.
Yeah. All right.
I know all the sets off by heart anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh my god. There is some confusion. Like me and Robert were just like looking at it before we went live. We do have a little bit of a question about Strike.
It's garbage.
It seems like it says the character, like Strike, this character die gets +2/+2 in Overcrush as long as it's the only character die you fielded this turn. Does that +2/+2 stay on it forevers?
No. Any kind of thing like that wipes at the end of the turn.
Oh, okay, that's not as.
Does it?
Yeah.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah, any kind of buff or any kind of stats change or like
any modifiers like that.
Any kind of modifiers, like if you make something a villain, it goes away at the end of the turn.
Wow.
I just wish it would say at the end of the turn until end of turn.
Yep.
All right, so that's Aquaman, son of a lighthouse keeper. And
I like it.
What's up, Jazzy?
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Strike.
It seems
for
like
reals.
It could be good, but yeah.
I think it's gonna be really, really bad, but people think otherwise. I mean, I don't think this is a great example anyway because the stats aren't amazing.
Yeah.
3 costs you get a 6, 8.
You can get them up to the 6, and you swing through.
That's not bad, but my biggest problem with it is I want a character with like really low defense, so it gets knocked out, so you can do it next turn.
Yeah,
that's also true.
That's also
like
true,
this one. How are you going to get it out of the field?
Hopes and dreams. All right, let's move on to the next one. We'll go. There's plenty of cards with Strike on it, so we'll go over there a bunch more.
Okay.
And then Aquaman saving the 7 seas, while Aquaman is active when a character on a character phase moves from the reserve pool to the use pile at the end of your main step, gain 2 life. That's a lot of text. You know what that says to me? It's not a very good card.
That's some good life gain though.
Life gain is terrible in Dice Masters.
I know, but there are formats where people play life gain, and that's an interesting way.
Yeah, you can get a ton of life gain from this. It also kind of works well with Strike, right? Because you only want to field one character with Strike.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you get some characters with Strike and only want to field one of them.
Yeah, Chris, take that.
Okay, so very limited use cases is what you guys are saying.
Well, but also
Inset.
I often go to the attack step and like move the red gold dragon, for example.
Yeah.
You move gold dragon because if your gold dragon goes to the use pile, you can then bring it in with a Ring of Winter.
Yeah.
Right. So if you have some kind of mechanic where you're bringing characters in, like misdirection or mutation, this could be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gain 2 life, then bring it in.
I guess.
Or you can get that. What is that? The one girl that you field her and you lose 2 life.
K Bishop. No wait, I don't
Bishop. Isn't that it?
Yeah, you lose.
You lose whatever her attack or defense is.
Her defenses. Yeah.
There you go. See, that's the way to get it back.
That's so stupid. Why would you have that?
This card makes Kate Bishop good. Okay, I'm lying. It doesn't.
Kate Bishop's still garbage.
Yeah, that one is. Yeah.
All
right. Continue.
All right. Arthur Curry.
Arthur.
While Aquaman is active, Justice League character dice cost 1 less to buy, to a minimum of 1.
I like me a good Arthur Curry.
Yeah.
Yep, me too.
His fielding cost is not. It's really good, and if you're building a Justice League team, this could be an auto include. But I mean,
how do you feel about a straight reprint of a character? This is an exact reprint of a character.
Well, the first one is rotated out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they've changed nothing. They've kept the same text, kept same dice, same costs, same affiliation.
Super sweet Alex Ross art on it, though. So there's that.
I mean,
okay.
They're not the first game to do that, to just reprint straight up cards the same as they were. So I don't think it's a sin. I think
it could have been a different character at least. Give Aquaman something else.
What does he have though? It's Aquaman.
He could like summon a fish or something like that. A 1/1 fish token. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, wouldn't that be thematic for him?
Yeah, I guess.
Right? I mean, we got Squirrel Girl who can do stuff like that. Why can't Aquaman?
I guess. I don't know.
I like this card a lot. It was very strong in casual back in the day.
Yes, sir.
I imagine it's going to be the same thing.
Yep, I like it.
All right.
Yeah.
And then,
wait, did I like it?
Did you? No,
you can see my.
You didn't like it. You didn't like it.
Oh, I do like.
All right.
Like.
All right. So the next one. What the heck, Robert? This one, let's go over the facts first. Robert did not like this card.
I did not like this card.
It's Batman. He's a 4-cost mask. It's a 1/4/3 2/5/4 2/6/5. Oh man, that's quite high. Batman must attack if there are any active villain characters, any players. That makes it seem like there's a different format, or maybe it's yours or theirs. So if
either player has villains, he has to attack. If there's a villain,
on the field, have a villain, or they have a villain.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Or if you're playing the 4-player version, then
exactly.
Yeah, I think they should try to do the Mastermind. I really like that format.
Yeah, but they had. Technically, you can play this game 4-player. They have a 2-on-2 variation.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
the rules are in the Turtles box.
Yep, it has good stats.
In a team pack that you can't really play 4 people in that box. It's not enough dice.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
It's not
yeah,
bad.
you can.
Someone's going to be shafted on the team that they pick.
Draftsman.
All right.
Anyone who's just playing Turtles is probably going to be shafted.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You got me there. All right.
Next.
And
not a good Batman card.
Yeah, you did like this one. Can't trust in luck. That's the important stat that Robert liked this card. When Batman KOs a character die with combat damage, prep a die from your bag. Anytime you can prep, that's good, but it's a 5-drop for...
I really do feel like that the playtesters overestimate how useful stats are in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you get stuff like the 5-cost Hulk from that last team pack that it was in.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. But it was really bad, the Explosive Beginnings one. It had a really, really bad ability, but it was 5-cost for Hulk stats.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, no one cares.
Yeah.
Same with this, right? The Batman was a 4-cost, and it has a 5-cost character stats, but with the stipulation that you have to attack if there's a villain. Like, I'd rather pay 1 extra for this ability.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't think it's too high.
It's
cost
fine
all around. But
you rather it be 6 costs for this ability? Is that what you said?
No, I just said the fact that they're the 4 cost, I would rather play this than the 4 cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though the 4 cost is 1 cheaper with the same stats. They overvalue how much stats actually mean.
Yeah. I think the 4 cost should have been just blank text.
Yeah, but again, like, would you play that? I'd rather play not this one, but the next one. If you want to skip to that
let me
one.
move on to the next one then.
I'd rather pay 1 more for this one.
Yeah, the smart one. While Batman is active, your Justice League character dice with other than Batman get +1/+1 and cost 1 less to field.
I know there've been some dissenting voices about how good this card is, but I feel like it's pretty good.
In a Justice League centric team, I think it's great.
Yeah, sure. It's expensive.
Yeah. And
I didn't click like on this one, guys.
I think Aquaman and Batman would be auto includes, and I think this one would make the team just hard to deal with, honestly.
So do I, but some people I've talked to have felt differently. They think this is too expensive.
I think if you're making a Justice League team, you have to have these.
Yeah.
I would tend to agree, but some people don't.
I'm just gonna take what I heard some people saying sometimes. Sometimes people are just wrong.
I just want those people to know that I'm not the only person who thinks they're wrong.
And that's why we have these talks.
And for some reason, Robert didn't like this one either, so I don't know.
I must have skipped it. Some of the early ones, I didn't get in my groove of liking early on. I didn't, for some reason, I don't know why.
I think you just passed out while going through cards and you just didn't like. So.
I think I didn't start until Brainiac, so you'll see a lot more likes coming along.
Next one is Bizarro. He's a 7-cost shield with 155, 276, 287. Holy smokes, that's a big body. That's crazy. And then while there's an active opposing Justice League character, Bizarro has Overcrush, and then he has a global pay a shield switch. It's basically Kal-El global. Switch the attack and defense. I'm glad to see that back. I know we kind of had it before, but
do you need more than 1 dice for this?
No, it's max dice.
Because you just.
I know. Do you need the max dice?
No, you just need 1.
Nah.
I don't think you'll ever find this.
No, probably not.
It's useful, but if you're running a Justice League team,
there are better stats out there for less money.
Yeah, less money.
But this global is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Oh, not less money, technically.
Super
we knew Joker. What you meant.
Super.
But I mean, I'm kind of glad when they do like these really overpowered globals, when they don't make the character super overpowered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I like it that it's not terrible. It's usable, especially in set, as well as giving you a really good global.
Yeah, I definitely think if they have a global like that, they can't also have the die be like Grodd, where he just gives +1 and Overcrush. You can't do that. That's why he doesn't have anything else.
You could, right?
I know, but he couldn't be a 7 cost.
Yeah,
he would have to be a 9.
I like it when they spread out good globals and good abilities, like in more than just. I'd rather have 2 cards with pretty good abilities than 1 card with 2 really good abilities.
Yep.
And also, little known fact, Robert didn't like this one either. So
I didn't, but I like the global.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, the ability is just meh.
All right. Bizarro, same stats, but he has Strike this time, which, okay. 7 cost for that? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Black Manta, Hate Itself. He is a 3-cost fist character. 1/1/3.
I think that should be said like hate itself, not hate itself.
Well, there's no punctuation, so
hate itself.
Hate itself, not
Chris,
hate itself.
Turn your mic up
hate itself.
Too.
What?
DMArmada said to turn your mic up.
Hello? Can you hear me? All right.
Is that better?
They probably won't know for a few more seconds, so let me just put my mic closer up to my face. That might help.
Okay. All right.
So when Black Manta KOs a sidekick character die, deal 1 damage to target opponent. Fair enough.
Yeah, I like it. It's not great. Not horrible.
No.
All right. Moving on.
I wouldn't be mad if I got stuck with it.
I would be. There's better Black Mantas from beyond, from before. Then beyond rehabilitate, you can tell I was reading the card as I started talking to you. Beyond rehabilitation, while you have an active villain character other than Black Manta gets +2 attack.
That's fine.
I like that one too.
Again, an example of how they value stats.
Yep.
For a 3-cost, 3/3, 4/4, 5/5 is good.
If you're going with a villain team, which it's quite easy to go with a villain team.
Yeah, but who cares?
All right, this one's a 2-drop. When Black Manta is KO'd, you may spin target villain character die up 1 level.
I like this one the best.
It's a max die 5. Why, whiz kids? Why?
Yeah, 3 dice
cost.
If you buy 3 of these dice, I'll concede the game to you.
That's true. That's the best thing about it. Yeah. But his ability is like he's not going to get KO'd. He's got a big old butt on him.
You could switch his attack and defense by putting Bizarro on your team, wasting a 7 cost or a spot on that.
That's not a bad idea. There you go.
Yeah, I'm solving the game's problems.
But also, there's ways to KO stuff if you want villain. If you want a way to get villains on certain levels, this could be okay. All right. But yeah, I mean, I just like the fact that it's 2 costs. That makes it better than all the rest.
The way, Robert, you liked the second Brainiac.
Yeah,
or Black Manta. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yep.
And then Brainiac, the first one. You did like this one, just for everyone's knowledge.
They can see it on the screen.
No, they can't. I have it locked up just to the card.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And then it's a 5-cost mask. It's a 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 5, 3, 4, 7. Holy smokes! And he's a villain. What is that symbol?
Legion of Doom.
That is Legion of Doom.
Yeah, I always forget that. While Brainiac is active, only 1 opposing character die of each affiliation may attack each turn. All right.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's okay.
Yep.
It could be really good. It could be really, really effective against a lot of stuff, especially in casual.
Yeah.
If you're messing around with stuff online, this is a very fun card to.
Yeah, if you're going up against someone that has a Justice League team, then they can only attack with 1 character that's a Justice League character.
Yeah.
But also, a lot of the time, stuff is good in set that works well together, right? Like, so for example, Thunderbolts work well together, or like some of the evil monsters from D&D work well together.
It's a max die too. Whiz kids.
So it should be noted that this is pointing out what Ben was pointing out, is that they overvalue stats, because to me it's entirely too costly to have him roll up on his level 3 side. For 3 energy to field him, I'd much rather be buying something else.
Yeah. Max die 2. That's.
You don't need more.
I could care less about
the field, though.
But
yeah, I could care less
still,
about that.
You have stuff in there that's max dice 5 and max dice 2. That makes no sense.
But you're never going to play any of those.
Okay. You're never going to play them. You're never going to buy more than 1 dice of this.
No,
you don't need more than 1 dice.
I understand that.
It's nonsense. People are talking garbage.
But you have something that only has 2 in there. And
why does it matter? You're not going to have 2 of them out there.
What the point is,
control card.
Here's the thing, though. If you're encouraging people to buy a second one, you might have to buy a third one to get max. I'm just saying if you absolutely want to, but I'm saying
you don't need to. There's no need to buy anything 3 times.
But I'm saying if you absolutely want to, you
no,
have to buy a third.
You don't.
Then
you
that's
don't.
Because you want to.
You don't. You get max with 2.
But on the other ones, there's max dice 5 on the other ones.
Yeah, you get 3 of those dice instead. So if you buy 2 sets, you're going to get 6.
Okay, in set on this one, do you get just 2 in set?
No, for every max 2, you get 1 dice. For every max 4, you get 2 dice. For every max 5, you get 3 dice.
Okay, that's fair then.
They've made it so if you buy 2 products, you
fair.
get max for everything. But again, you don't need to buy 2 of these. You don't need 2 Brainiac dice. You just don't.
Okay.
People who are pissed about it are just like ridiculous.
Okay. That makes
I'm going to buy 2 and be happy about it.
Oh my god. It makes a whole lot more sense then that way. Because the way they did it before was if it had max dice 5, there's still just 2 in there, and if there was max dice 1, it just had still had 2 in there for the team packs at least.
Not no mo.
Yeah, that's good. Good job.
Right.
Good on you, WizKids. I'm actually okay with this then.
All right. I guess they can keep on living their lives.
My biggest concern was the ones that are max 2.
Yeah.
Sorry, before seeing the spoilers, my biggest concern was that there was only one dice of some characters.
Mm-hmm.
But all those characters, I can see, hey, I only need one dice for this. I need the Brainiac, I need the Kal-El, right?
Yeah.
I need one dice on that because I'm never going to buy it. The previous Brainiac, maybe you need two of just in case the first one gets stolen, but I don't think that's meta impactful enough to really be that. Who cares? I mean,
yeah,
it's fun in casual. In casual, people aren't going to be, using blob to capture your dice, probably.
Yeah. There were people wanting me to get all upset, but hearing that explanation of they're just going to have it, the one in there, then two in there, then three in there, depending on the max die count.
It's the same they've been doing for ages. Yeah, it's like the Warhammer set. You needed to buy 3 of that to get max dice if you really wanted that.
Yeah, I thought that was stupid, but they fixed that. It seems like they actually fixed it, so I'm fine with it now. Because they've always done stuff where you have to buy multiples of stuff that they didn't go crazy with going to 3.
But all collectible games do that.
Yeah. All right, so Brainiac. Robert liked this one for future reference. Enemy of every living thing. When Brainiac is KO'd, reroll a target non-villain character die. If it rolls an energy face, place it in the use pile. Otherwise, leave it in the field zone at its original level. Cool.
Nah. Yeah, the only bad thing is having to pay to refill them, but I like the ability.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's stopping me from, rating these Brainiacs any higher than meh. That's on it. It's all, it's atrocious.
Is it meme-worthy? Is it meme-worthy or just okay?
No, it's fine. I mean, being able to remove stuff to your opponent's use pile is always strong.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad. It has cool artwork.
Yeah, I do like that artwork.
Well,
the card is bad. It's just the card is meh. For the trade-offs, for what you're getting, it's just meh. It's not bad. It's just meh.
All right.
This is such a gross-looking play face.
That's me before going to bed when I'm super tired. So it's
when you shaved your beard.
Yeah, when I shave my beard, I look like a nutsack. So it's Clayface, Matthew Hagen. It's a 6-cost mask. He's a 032-153-175. That looks like Gollum from one of the sets from the D&D sets. The die.
Yep, Clay Golem.
Yeah.
This is actually Clayface. That same color and that same composition is the same as the one in Green Arrow and the Flash.
And then when Clayface attacks, he may use the when attacks ability of any other character die. I kind of like that. That could be interesting.
I like stats.
Expensive.
Yeah.
The stats are what's really good about this one.
I like stats.
Yeah, I also like the when attacks ability. That could be really good.
Well, when attacks abilities are there, they're pretty good.
You never know. They might.
Green Lantern in set.
Well, let's get to that one.
That's not when attacks abilities, though, is it?
I believe it is. Oh no! It's a when attacks.
Yeah, but that already gives the when attacks. How would this copy that?
All right, moving on.
We'll look at the card. We'll see the card in a second.
I can't think of any good when attacks abilities in Modern.
Clayface.
Modern, no.
If you could if you could use Sarina and copy Sarina with this, then sure.
Let's not get caught up on one card. Clayface, Treasure Hunter. When a global ability or action die increases the attack and defense of an opposing character die, Clayface gets a +1/+1 counter on it.
Yeah.
That's
calm down, Magic, with your counters.
Yeah.
It just gets +1/+1, and that's only till the end of turn, right? We established that earlier.
Yeah.
If it was counters, this card would be way better.
Yeah, but it's my bad.
This is still good if you give it Overcrush every time you pump it. You get +2. If you use the Cone of Cold Global, it gets +3. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Fist. So, oh no, it's opposing character. Never mind.
Yeah, you can't do it to yourself.
Never mind.
That's garbage. And then Restless. He's another 6. While you have Lightning, Fist, Mask, Shield, Energy in your reserve pool, Clayface gets +5/+5 and Overcrush. Pay a mask. Once per turn, you may take a die from your use pile and add it to your reserve pool on any energy phase. Whoa! He could pump himself.
Can you imagine giving a sidekick unblockable with the Insect Plague Global and then swinging in with this guy or misdirecting this guy in.
Yeah.
8 to 12 damage.
Isn't that more like fuss than you don't even need that. You just need to get him out and then have that stuff and then
do the thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but if you can, more power to you. That's awesome.
The ability is cool. I don't know how much will happen. There were some Firestorms that did kind of similar stuff to this. It might be good. They're not quite as strong. +5/+5 and Overcrush is pretty cool, but the global is where it's at. I think this global is really interesting.
That global is going to be replacing all the other it's replacing Ring Global basically.
Yeah, it's Ring Global 2.0.
Yeah,
it's better than Ring Global almost.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's 2.0. It's like the evolved form of it because you can take any die and put it on any energy phase.
Yeah. So the cool thing about this is you can, especially if you play gold, with Golden, this global is pretty broken with parallax.
Yeah.
You can buy a character and then get it into your reserve and then re-roll it. With Professor X as well, anything you buy, you can basically roll that turn, almost guaranteed. Look at that.
This is the only Clayface version that I would happily pay 6 for to get this guy out. By the way, the other two, purchase cost was entirely too high for me.
Yeah. I think the first one depends on what I can't think of any good when attacks abilities, but if there are good when attacks abilities.
I don't know if I'm going to pay the 5 or 6 that it was for that though.
Depends what the attacks are. If there's a when attacks ability that says when attacking, do the damage of the character to your opponent instead of to
do the
damage. I know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But there's not something like that yet.
Yeah. All right.
So no, what was the Captain America from Guardians? What was his ability?
I don't know.
Was that when attacks?
No, that's.
And also, they have to be active. So.
Yeah.
All right. So, moving on. 6-cost Fist character. It's Gorilla Grodd, stronger than you, and he is a 1/4/4/166/2/7/7. Be prepared to see the camera go offline, then have it come back on, and a surprise Grodd again. He has Strike.
Yay.
We've already talked about that, and then Call Out. That's been from previous sets. That's kind of good.
I love everything about this card, design-wise. Everything about this card is amazing to me. This from a playable standpoint.
I would say that it's bananas. You're welcome. All right, guys.
Moving on.
Have a good night. I'm out of here.
All right. Then the next one is another 6-cost. You Can't Fight Me. Okay. While Gorilla Grodd is active, all character dice must attack each turn if able, and your character dice get +1 while attacking. That's kind of nutty.
Yeah, I like all these Gorilla Grodds. They're all really pretty cool. Call Out's really good ability, and then this is kind of I can't remember the last. This is pretty cool. I mean, having a forced attack.
Yeah.
Without having to pay a forced attack.
You change the game state.
The only downside
is uncommon from Green Arrow and the Flash, where all your stuff got +1. It doesn't give them Overcrush, but
yeah, it's. I think this was on a Spectre card, if I'm remembering right, where all your characters have to attack. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to mess around with it.
You can mess up an Attune team with this card.
You can mess up with a ton of teams with this card, like sidekick teams.
Mm-hmm.
They get pretty messed up with this card.
Yeah.
Ton of different stuff.
All right, moving on. Scientific Genius. While Gorilla Grodd is active, when a character die attacks or blocks, deal 2 damage to it. When Gorilla Grodd is active, at least 1 character die must attack each turn.
Yeah, I really like this. This is my favorite. I think.
Yeah. Robert
Y'all
did
can't
like
see it, but I clicked like. I certainly did.
Oh my
I
gosh.
may have put a reaction on there.
This is my favorite of them. Yeah. Although they're all really good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's a bad Grodd. But, yeah.
Yeah, they're all 6-cost too, right?
Yep. I'm putting my stamp of approval on it.
And amazing stats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that artwork, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Green Lantern Fearless. He's a 5-cost mass character. He's a 1/4/2/153/165. When Green Lantern attacks, you must spend Mask. If you do, deal 1 damage to the defending player for each action die in the use pile.
Here's a good win attacks ability that Clayface can copy. I mean, it's not great, but it's pretty decent.
Yeah, but the good thing about Grodd is sorry, it's not Grodd, it's Clayface. Is his stats, right? And this wouldn't make the most of his stats. Mm-hmm. You just may as well buy another Green Lantern.
Yeah.
But I like it. It could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a bunch of one-cost basic actions.
Yeah.
Buy them all, then attack with a couple of them. Because he's being kind of a win condition.
Yeah, on its own.
Yeah.
All right. And then the next one is Green Lantern Human. When Green Lantern is active, your Justice League characters gain, when this character die attacks, deal 1 damage to target player for each energy symbol in the reserve pool that matches this character's die's energy type. So that could add it to anything, and then you just attack with Clayface.
This card's pretty strong. I mean, it's the Lantern Ring, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
which was broken, but this is balanced.
I've been on the receiving end of this, doing some testing with DMArmada, and it's pretty brutal, especially with that Clayface global. You just set up like the perfect 2 or 3 or 3 damage swings per Justice League. So
yeah, it'd be interesting to see how far this card can go. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how much people can actually make it broken. I don't think it's going to be as good as Lantern Ring. It's also easier to deal with the Lantern Ring because it's a character rather than an action. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Link 'em.
Yep.
All right. Ring.
Oh yeah, it went offline.
All right.
The stream did.
It reconnected. Gotta get back there. All right. Should be back online.
Yeah.
All right. So, Green Lantern Ring from Abensur. He has a tune. When fielded, you may purchase an action die for 1 less and place it in your prep. Oh my god, that's so gross. For a 6 cost, though, that's kind of...
Yeah, he's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
But with Aquaman, he only costs 5.
He's got cool stats for when fielded.
Kree Captain Glue problems.
Oh no.
I may have to get a new computer stuff and all that. Jesus. One moment. All right. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that.
No, that was my throat. Did y'all hear that? It sounded like a duck.
So I do like this. It's a little bit high costy, but I think it should be okay.
Got good stats for when fielded character.
Yeah.
And you guys want to take the next one?
Hall of Doom. Base of operations, 3 cost fist. Your Legion of Doom character dice get +1/+1 until end of turn. Burst double burst. Instead, your Legion of Doom character dice get +2/+2. I like
it's fine. It's fine. Would you want one of it?
You would 2. For consistency's purposes, but
2 probably. I mean, I think a max dice of 2 is probably a good spot to be. I probably wouldn't buy more than 2 anyway.
Yeah.
I like how they attempted to balance the Avengers ID card part of it by, not giving a global. I think it would be awesome to do a Legion of Doom global, but that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would have been fun. That would have been probably way too broken. Yeah. I mean, the Avengers global is broken as is.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like they learned their lesson from Avengers Infinity. They were like, well, let's do the same ability as that card, but let's deny them the global of making it into an affiliation.
Yeah, this card's okay.
All right. Headquarters. At the end of this turn, you may field... What is that one?
Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom character. I'm sorry. I got a lot of stuff going on. Could you guys just read it real quick? I'm sorry.
All right. At the end of this turn, you may field a Legion of Doom character die from your use pile at level 1. 2 cost fist. Max dice 2.
This works really well with all the iterations of Gorilla Grodd.
When do you play this action, though? Do you just play it and then at the end of your turn you do the thing?
You play it during your main step or your combat, whenever, and it still triggers at the end. It's a delayed trigger.
Gotcha. All right.
It'd be interesting to see how they rule characters that go through unblocked, and whether you can then refield them. I mean, I think
assuming
you can.
that's the intention of the design, though. I'm assuming that's the intent.
Possibly. You could also buy something and then refield it.
Yeah. So I would err on the side of even attacking, because attacking characters that go straight to, oh no, they go through the transition as well.
They do, but I think that the cleanup phase happens before the end of turn phase. So I think this technically would happen as the last thing, so it would work.
Yeah,
it's a cool card. There's not a ton of amazing Legion characters. But yeah, this is pretty cool. There's not a ton of cool Legion when fielded to things, which is where I think this card would shine. But it's still pretty good.
Could you imagine this being on Navi?
If it was like villains, this card would be way broken.
Oh yeah,
this card would be banned so quickly.
I don't know about banned, but it would be.
All right.
It would be pretty good.
All right, going to the next one.
Force attack would no longer work on Shriek. It's just pretty mad.
Yeah.
Oh, your thing's out of focus on the stream, BT Dubs.
What do you mean?
It's not. It's fine.
Oh, and that must be my connection.
It's just you. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that rude. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I was checking to make sure that nothing happened, and then I was like, why is it all blurry?
That's just you. Jesus, Robert.
No, it is.
I looked up and my mouth got by the microphone, so it sounded louder. Anyways,
that Legion of Doom thing, I could see you wanting 2 dice for that. I could see why that might be.
Yeah. Like either versions, I would want 2 dice for that because
I think the first.
usable.
Yeah, the first one is only okay. That second one could be impactful outside of just inset.
I think if you have something to recur the action dice every single turn, you only need 1, but the likelihood of it not coming up is very likely, so it's better to have the 2. So,
I agree.
All right. So next one, I adjusted everything, so we're good to go.
You can be salty about that one.
All right. You want to read it?
Yeah, I'll read it. Lex Luthor. He's a 4-cost shield on this one with a 0/14, 0/15, 1/26. I'm sorry, 1/15 on the middle one, and then it's Man of More Than Ambition. While Lex Luthor is active, when you use an action die, draw a die. If it is a villain character die, prep it. Otherwise, place it in your use pile. Ooh, kind of a gamble card.
Yeah, but then you can use that Legion of Doom card, the action die, to field it.
True. Yeah. That could be. It has to be Legion of Doom.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, most of the Legion of Dooms are dual affiliations.
Are villains? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure all of them are actually.
Yeah.
In this set, yes.
So that's a good little combo there.
Could be, and with the tune, this could be pretty gross too.
Yeah.
So, Ben, your thoughts?
Yeah.
Just yeah.
We've seen this ability before.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right.
Could be good. The problem is most of the action dice you're likely to spam are action dice where they're ramp cards anyway, like Investigation or Thrown Brick.
Yeah.
Could be cool with one of the actions in this set though.
So he kind of just goes to the wayside himself. He's not needed, like you have to have it set up to where like the action.
I mean, if you're running like spot investigation, why would you care about prepping one more die? Yeah, you're right. But yeah, no, it's okay.
Right. Cards seem to me more like you crack the box open with your friend and you sit down to play, and there you go. That's your ramp option.
Here's a ramp. Yeah, I mean with there's a basic action card coming up called Ping, which I really like, and that card would be good with.
Yeah,
that's kind of what this whole model is.
True that.
All right. So
Lex Luthor, leader in world politics, 4-cost shield. While Lex Luthor is active, your opponents cannot purchase more than 1 action die and 1 character die per turn. I like that.
Kind of like, I don't know.
Most of the time how they design this stuff.
Yeah. It seems like
they design this stuff like super late, like after a tune's already had its day. It's like, oh well, we've got a counter coming right up.
Right before modern rotation happens.
Technically, it's still a thing. I mean, it's not being rotated.
This is also not out yet.
True, but maybe they're not going to ban Super ANT.
I mean, I'm okay if they still have it in. Lex Luthor is great as more than just a super rare Yanti counter. It seems like it was designed almost 100% for that focus, but it still does help whenever you have aggro teams that want to get more than one of their swarmers, their poxwalkers, or what have you out.
For sure.
Then, yeah.
It's cool. It's a strong card. Good stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it being a thing. It just depends how quickly control teams can get it out versus aggro teams.
And with the global, he becomes a 6/2. The flip the attack and defense.
Yeah, that's fun.
Bizarro.
Yeah, Bizarro global. It just sounds a BG global.
The BG.
All right.
BG flip.
All right. Martian Manhunter. He's a 6-drop shield character. He's a 1/3/4, 1/4/6, 2/6/8. It's a Manhunter for this card specifically. He has Strike. We've gone over that. Martian Manhunter can only be blocked by 2 or more character dice. For those,
I heard there are other good cards in this set.
Yeah, I think
No, this one's me.
No,
where does it cut off?
There it is. All right, it's reconnected. All right, so I think
with Strike and the block by 2.
Yes, with Strike on this one, I think it makes a whole lot more sense. I don't know.
For them to be blocked by 2 characters?
Yeah, because he's kind of a big body, +2/+2. It makes it a little bit harder for them to just let it go through. An 8/10 on max side.
Yeah, but that's gonna go away that first turn.
If you ask me, do I like this or the Gorilla Grodd call out strike?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm burning this card.
Yeah, I would pass on this one too. Next.
All right.
Martian Manhunter, endless abilities. While Martian Manhunter is active, while an opponent has an active villain character die, your character dice gain Overcrush. I like that.
This one as well. We might finally have a useful Martian Manhunter. There's been a couple in the past which have almost been good. This one actually, I think, could go the distance.
I like the one from the first Justice League that had Overcrush. It was like a 5 cost and you had Overcrush.
Yeah, there was some which was very, almost like. I think this could be really meta worthy though.
Yeah, give everything Overcrush. If your opponent has a villain, more unlikely they're gonna have one. Bam.
Yeah, in like tournament play as well. Hell yeah.
Oh, show.
All right, next one.
Just run it as something they have to shriek, right? Like just.
Yep.
If they have shriek, then they have to shriek that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, they'll just get run over.
So do whatever the hell else we want.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a big body too. If they blank it, still keep attacking with it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Metello, not to be confused with Mattel. He's a 5-cost lightning character. He's a 1/4/4, a 1/5/5, a 2/6/6. This one's John Corbin. While Metello is active, when you field a sidekick character die, you may pay Lightning Bolt. If you do, deal 1 damage to target opponent. That's a reprint of a redone thing.
That dude does not look like he should be called Metallo. He looks way too cool to be called Metallo.
Yeah, he looks like he should be called Crypto. Creepy Crypto.
Crypto's a dog.
Yeah, the super dog.
I know, but like, I don't know if he's gonna have the O on the end. Never mind. All right, I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to get judged by the peanut gallery.
He looks like a badass and like Metallo. That sounds
he looks like Zatanna's dad.
Like a ripoff of like Power Rangers. Like that's what they'd be called. Like
you think his name should be called ripoff of Power
No,
Rangers?
no. That's like if there's gonna be a ripoff of the Power Rangers. Like their bad guy would be called Metallo.
Oh yeah.
They couldn't think of it. He's metal.
Oh.
Voiced by Bryan Cranston.
Oh my god.
No, because Bryan Cranston would be way too good for this spin-off. It's like a really crap spin-off.
Do you realize that Bryan Cranston voiced 5 of the original Power Rangers villains,
because
right?
Power Rangers was freaking awesome.
Next.
This is a spin-off of Power Rangers.
I don't see why Cranston couldn't be in there.
Because it's a spin-off, mate.
Oh my god,
the only character it has from the original Power Rangers is the Red Ranger, who is now a porn star.
Getting that money, son.
He's moved on from that.
And Ben has all of his movies in his collection.
No, funny story. Two of the original Rangers actually live around our area here in Dallas.
We should go knock on their door. No.
Anyways, so you don't like this? Pay a bolt and deal 1 damage to target opponent.
It's been done before.
No, just use Jubilee. Super Jubilee.
There you go. Okay. Next.
I'm not paying 3 more for their ability.
True.
Metallo's cybernetic body, 5 cost bolt. While Metallo is active, when your opponent feels a Justice League character die, draw a die. If it's a villain die, you may field it at level 2. Otherwise, place it in your use pile or your bag.
I kind of like that. But you're depending on your opponent playing Justice League. That's not good.
Well, again, it's an inset card. Yeah, it's an inset card.
But this is for like saying if it's good in the overall Dice Masters thing entirely.
It can be good in both.
Yeah, I mean generally speaking, for anyone who doesn't know, I generally talk about super competitive.
Yeah. And I don't.
Yeah.
So this card's alright.
That's for that grandiose introduction. That's all you have to say. It's okay.
After all that, it's just okay. Next.
All right.
I mean, he is a cheesy Power Ranger spin-off villain. Come on.
You might bore your opponent to death by reading his card.
That's true. So Metallo Hearted Kryptonite 6 cost bolt. While Metallo is active, your Legion of Doom character dice.
See, it's not so easy.
And Justice League character dice cost 1 more to field.
It's gonna be.
I kind of like this one. That's fine.
That's fine.
I don't think it's that good.
It's a little expensive, but
it's alright.
It's too expensive for what it does.
Yeah.
Be annoying to your
I
opponent.
just like the guy's stats. I love that stat line.
That 266, then.
I like his glowy, hairy chest. That's what I like. Moving on.
I like his name, Metallo.
All right. Ooh. Parasite. He's a 2-cost lightning character. He's a 0/2/2, a 1/3/3, a 2/3/4. And this one's
excited about this one.
Maxwell Jensen. All right, here comes the wall of text, everyone. Get ready. While Parasite is active, instead of declaring Parasite as attacker, you may add his attack and defense to an attacking character die. You may do this once for each Parasite character die that you do not attack. Oh, you just give this to a thing that has unblockable or overcrush and #win.
Yup.
Not have it to where he's fielded as early as turn 3, and you field your 3-cost Wonder Woman with Strike, and then swing in with her and add his. That's the best possible use I could see for it. Like early turns is getting a Strike character in there with him, and then also if it's his natural attack and defense, or if you can do it with like boosted, kind of like Gorilla Grodd. Characters get +1 attack or something like that,
Yeah.
You'd be able to boost it, I imagine.
Yeah, and so you just give Parasite an incredibly big, attack and defense, and then you just add it to the Strike character that you just fielded that turn.
Mm-hmm.
And he just sits in the attack zone.
I'd agree with you if Strike wasn't terrible.
Well, I'm just trying to play it within its scope, but otherwise you would have stuff like
Insect Plague.
And you could just make a sidekick unblockable, yada yada yada.
I am not convinced at all by this card. People were gassed about it. It could be interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a bit.
I agree with you in that I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's overrated at best.
I am suspicious about how effective this card is going to be. I really don't like 2 costs when they have a 2 fielding cost face.
That's true.
But he might be like a late game 2 cost. So
you mean like Jubilee? You mean like Jubilee or Boom Boom?
Yeah.
They're the same.
Yeah, I just like those cards as well. For reals, I think they're a bit awkward.
Yeah, you use them though.
So are they like
Not
early teenage years awkward, or just awkward, like skating at the skating rink with a bunch of kids awkward?
Well, I think there's a reason that Boom Boom and Jubilee haven't won a tournament yet.
Oh.
You know what? I honestly to be inclined to agree with you, because for Jubilee's top side, you're still having to use those 2 energy to possibly buying another character or fielding another sidekick and increasing your damage output. So yeah, I can agree with that on principle, but I just think that there's still their abilities outweigh their fielding costs on level 3.
Those ones, I mean, those abilities are certainly better than this ability as well.
Yeah, for sure.
On the comments, someone put poor man's Larfleeze.
I mean, yeah, but last fleet is 3 times as expensive, right?
Yeah, he's a 7 cost, I think.
There might be value in getting a couple of these out.
Yeah.
And getting like a cheap unblockable.
What's that one that everyone hates that it reduces the purchase cost by 1?
Entrance?
Yeah, big entrance with this. I still don't like big entrance. I can't even say it and like get it out and be like, yeah, no. Yeah. It seems like it could be good, like you said, but it could just be a big old.
For sure, I think why this is interesting is you can get them out later as well, right? You don't need like Boom Boom Jubilee. You probably want them out turn 3, which is where the 2 cost fielding is a problem. This one maybe not so much. You can do that a lot later.
Yeah. You don't lose the value of this later in the game.
Yeah.
In fact, it might actually just be better late game than early.
Yeah, possibly. It'd be interesting to play around with.
All right. Next.
It's a cool kind of interaction that we haven't seen before, though. So
yeah, I like that they're changing things up.
Yeah, they're definitely using their design space a lot better.
Yep. So Parasite 3-cost bolt consumed by what we do. When fielded, you may reduce target opposing character die's attack and defense by Parasite's attack and defense until end of turn. I would like that if it wasn't. If it didn't last till end of turn, I think that'd be awesome.
Just be way too strong if it didn't last till end of turn.
Yeah, but if it's just 1,
considering the fact that you can collector this thing in for 1 bolt a turn, so that means you auto KO whatever the opponent has going on. That's a 3 defense or lower.
No, not with collector though, because collector comes in level 1.
That's true. I mean, most of the if you look at it,
it's possible.
Theoretically, it's a way of carrying dice without carrying them, kind of.
Yeah.
I just don't want to pay 2 energy to field it.
So it's a big no for you on almost any of these, right?
I like I give it a wow emoji.
This is a collector target at best for me. I'm not gonna actively buy it and field it naturally. I'm gonna try to find ways to cheat it in.
See, but I'd rather get the -4 defense. So at least you're paying, 2 energy to get -4 defense instead of 0 energy for -2. I think the next one is way better.
One more thing on this one though. Can we nominate it for best album title?
Consumed by what we do.
I swear, if you put that over Rob's profile pic, I'm telling you that album would just go a Billboard like top 20. You didn't have to listen to it.
You didn't even have to make a song. Just throw that title on there. Nice.
Okay.
All right. Parasite 3-cost bolt. Human atomic furnace. When fielded, Parasite gains target character die's ability text, ignoring global abilities, until end of turn. That copy of that die loses its abilities until end of turn. When you target a die with Parasite, it replaces all previous choices.
I would like it if it just like stole it from then on and the person had to do something about Parasite to take the ability back.
That would be way too strong.
Yeah, but make it like a 4 or 5 drop and it's kind of fair.
I really like this one. This one is maybe my favorite, the strongest card. Not my favorite, maybe the strongest card in the set.
Definitely has that. It has that. That capability. For me, this is a better. This is a better collector target. To be honest with you.
For sure, this in collector is going to be very, very strong.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't have Shriek, then this is the next best thing. Realistically.
But it's better than Shriek because you steal their ability.
You steal their Shriek and free up whatever you're freeing.
And so it becomes really good. But the thing is that it ignores global ability. So the characters still keep the globals, which is it's all right, but it's not like you can, field it and steal Kate Bishop's ability, and you just get that ability and that's it.
No, I mean they don't get to keep their global. You just don't get their global. So it's a way of wiping out globals completely.
See, is ignoring global abilities though.
Yeah, for you don't get. So read it. He gains target character die's ability text, ignoring global abilities until end of turn. Full stop.
Its abilities.
That copy loses its abilities. That's all abilities, including globals.
Including globals. Okay.
So make sure you use the global before you blanket.
This could be a really good. Yeah, this could be a really good counter to Kate Bishop. As well. Or an opposing Bizarro global. Or
does it have to be active for you to steal it, or can it just be on the card?
It has to be active.
It says character die.
Character die. So it has to be.
So that's why it's different from Shriek. Right?
Yeah. That's why Kate Bishop, you probably, if you see someone with this parasite, you would not be fielding Kate Bishop.
True that. True.
But more like an anti-blob or something like that.
But I think you run both this and Shriek.
Mm-hmm.
With Collector, right? Now you have basically the Dwarf Wizard Shriek back. Because if they have Shriek out and they Shriek your Shriek, well, you're gonna steal their
you're gonna parasite their Shriek.
Parasite their Shriek, and then your Shriek can do whatever it wants.
You're gonna give their Shriek worms.
Give their Shriek worms.
It is really strong. But I think again the fielding costs on level 3, the fact that you'd have to keep refielding it makes it a collector target, and probably it makes it difficult if you don't have collector.
Yeah. The attack and defense mean nothing for this one particular. The other two,
True.
It's more drawn towards the attack and defense, and
unless you're copying, the character with Overcrush. Because again, you get to steal their abilities, so you could copy Fix It.
And this is more like Constantine in a way, but it's not like.
Well, it's like Constantine. It's like Constantine mixed with Super Rare Mimic, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with
Shriek. That. It's super good.
Just bastardization, is that what you're saying?
But it's definitely a collector.
I'm just gonna collector in my parasite for your Fix It.
Yeah.
Being once make him a 4/1.
I gave your Fix It worms, and now
Ping it once becomes a 4/2.
Yeah. That's actually not bad, actually.
It's a good move. I like it.
It's not amazing, but it's cool.
That's a power move.
But hey, you steal their Hulk, and now you're doing some stuff. And you blank their stuff, and you get your stuff.
True.
Copy their Gold Dragon, now you get Breath Weapon 3.
All right. Poison Ivy. She's a 5-cost mask. She's a 012-024-136.
It has another subtitle, which would go well with Rob's picture.
Criminal because of love.
Yeah,
that's true. That would go
no, that's like a Kenny G kind of thing right there.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right up my alley right there.
Smooth jazz. Or
come on, so is Rob's picture.
My R&B.
You know, Rob's a criminal because of love.
Yep.
Hold on, let me
stealing them hearts right and left.
Yeah, this is definitely like 90s R&B, right up your alley, Rob.
All right, let me switch the pictures real quick. One moment.
Oh yeah, so you can see the picture.
So you can see Rob's. Yeah.
Criminal because of love.
There you go.
It's not going to show right. Hold on.
Yeah, if you click on it, it should show it. It should show it like full screen.
But it goes like little tiny, like a dot. So it's not worth it to do it. So.
Oh.
All right.
Do you have that as your Facebook profile picture? Yeah. Give me a second.
I think we're going too far to try to like make an album cover while we're trying to go over that.
Well, let's read it. Okay. Criminal because of love. When fielded, you may KO a character die you control. If you do, deal damage equal to the KO'd character die's level to target opponent and all the character dice that opponent controls.
I love this card.
That is so criminal. That's a good one.
That's kind of good. Yeah. I'm just gonna have like 20 of those because you can have 5.
So you field that parasite, you steal their Mr. Fix-It, then you KO it, and you field Poison Ivy, then you KO that parasite, and you just clear your opponent's field, and now you swing in and win.
Swinging in. Yeah.
Love.
I like that. Yeah.
Yep. I like that one. What do you think, Ben?
I think he's trying to find your picture.
Did you go print out my picture? Oh, okay. There you go.
No, I'm doing something.
Okay.
But no, this is good. You need a level 3 character, right, to make it really.
In order to like sweep a lot of stuff, you need a level 3 character.
Yeah. Even then, you may not sweep the board. But then again, if you have something like Staff of the Forgotten or something like that, they would just die. That would help out.
Go into her.
Mm-hmm. The uncommon Fix-It along with this when you KO the opposing team. Oh my god, yes.
Those are some big purchase costs, though.
Hey man.
But I guess
What?
Cool. There's ways around it.
Yeah. Okay.
But Rob, we've already established you don't do it because of the purchase cost. You do it because of love.
Yeah,
that's true.
All right. All right. So this is the 4-drop Poison Ivy. Let spring come. When fielded, draw 2 dice. If both are sidekick dice, place them in the use pile and deal 2 damage to all opposing character dice. Otherwise, return them to your bag.
Oh, that's so good.
It's really specific, though. Both of them have to be sidekick dice.
I'll just buy that one and rotate my my staff and just KO all your crap.
No. It's like having her plus staff on either of those iterations is really good. I'm not doubting that. It's just this one is a little bit more specific than her other one.
That's true. But I don't think it's impossible, especially the way I play, because I can never get my sidekicks to field. So
if you can even get her to roll up on her character face.
Yeah, I gotta worry about that too. I like it though.
I think she's a little bit better for a KO team, this one, than the other one. I don't know.
It's not as consistent though.
True.
I think you'd run that with the Biz Global.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Moving on. Ooh. Okay, this is the one that they were kind of hinting at on the podcast.
Yeah.
This is Poison Ivy 4-drop a new leaf. Well, Poison Ivy is active when an opponent purchases the last die on a card, deal that opponent 3 damage. The globals, pay 2 mask once per turn on your turn. You may remove a die on any card from the game. You may not remove the last die on the card, but why would you want to? Yeah, that's kind of good.
So a lot of people have been asking me, would I use this in the Hella Beholder team? And I would say you'd have to use either or, because both of them are really case specific. This helps you win more, whereas Hella's Global just helps you stall a board state or helps you push damage through with your Beholders. But at the same time, I wouldn't risk putting both of them on that team. I would do either or.
Yeah.
I don't know. They could work together.
Yeah, because you could.
You kind of want to do Poison Ivy at the beginning, and get them to buy that last whatever die there is, and then put the one back on their card. So you do this a lot before you did the Hella stuff. So you kind of want them to buy multiple copies as the last copies. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's convoluted.
It's convoluted.
Yeah,
at best.
It's more of a workaround than what you're already trying to do, or at least on my version of the team. But if you just had both of those abilities and a Madam Mask, and you weren't worried about like parallaxing to recycle the combo, then yeah, I could see you getting there with that. Takes a bit.
Yeah. Cool. All
right. Yeah, it'd definitely be a slower kind of team than what you have.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Scarecrow. 4-cost mask.
Rob was here. Yeah, if Rob was here, he would say something about how beautiful that art is, because it is truly beautiful.
Poison Ivy or Scarecrow?
Well, Poison Ivy too, but Scarecrow more so.
Oh, okay. Rob's back.
areas.
I'm back, and that art is beautiful and amazing.
All right, so he is a 113, 124, 135. So you're always paying to field no matter what, unless you have modifiers. And then this is fear-based gases. While Scarecrow is active, when a psychic character die is KO'd, place it in the use pile instead of the prep area. Ugh.
This card is stupid good. Like, I would use this on an Instant War Dreadnought team in a heartbeat.
Oh, man. Wow. It's kind of gross.
It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ben?
I see what you've been working on, Ben. What the heck, man?
Yeah, it's good. We've seen it before.
Oh man, we need this to be the thumbnail on the video, please. Can you edit that in?
Maybe.
Yeah, no, this is cool. There are better. There are similar versions. There was an Agent Carter which did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that it affects you as well.
Yeah, it's a symmetrical effect, so that means that you have to be careful about your stuff.
Yeah, but
cluttered. But like I said, Instant War plus this and Dreadnought is really good in my opinion, because you're always going to be on the plus side since you're the one who is, character dice and putting them out first, and then using the Instant War to draw your sidekicks out as sort of like a way to recycle. Whereas they have to fight through their bag to get those characters that they purchased the last turn. It's
cool. Yeah, no, it can be, but yeah, you have to be careful that it doesn't hurt you just as much. Because yeah, this could be cool against like a psychic team with something like Dreadnought.
Yeah, I posted the picture in our Discord in general, so anyone can see what Ben was working on. All right, next one. All right.
Professor of Psychology. 4-cost mask. While Scarecrow is active, when an opposing psychic character dies KO'd, its controller loses 1 life. I kind of like that.
Ooh. And it doesn't say it takes 1 damage, so it's just lost life.
I like it.
That's kind of brutal, honestly. So brutal.
Brutal. I can dig it.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right.
I like it. I like Scarecrow stats as well. You want a card like this to stay out in the field, and it's got stats that can make it stay out in the field, so that works.
Yeah, that stat line is pretty decent for the 4 costs that they are.
Yeah, for 135, it's going to be hard to remove it.
Yo. All right.
For sure.
I think
Scarecrow.
The name of this one is appropriate compared to what the other ones are.
Chose poorly.
What are you talking about? This card is cool. Are you saying that if you chose the other cards you'd be choosing poorly?
Possibly.
Possibly you.
Dunno.
When fielded, name an opposing card, replacing all previous choices. While Scarecrow is active, dice on that card costs 3 more to purchase.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
this card is good. Like, it's not...
Yeah.
I mean, I would say it's on par with the others. At some points better, because then you could just get this out earlier than they're able to buy their Dreadnought, and you just name Dreadnought or Shriek or whatever have you.
I mean, this is also a counter to a rare collector.
Yeah.
Dude, that's redundant.
Why?
Because you just put it on something that they are going to be doing damage with, and they cost 3 more. It's out of the collector range.
No, collector's not a purchase.
It's part of the ability. I was thinking you could name collector with that, and then just put them off.
Oh yeah, for
collector
sure.
Ever.
Yeah. Anything where they need anything where they can't buy it turn 1 or 2. This is gonna be good against, right? So Hulk is gonna be good against. Fix It's gonna be good against. Collector is gonna be good against because they can't buy them straight away. So you can get it out before they bought any copies, or against cards where they're going to be buying multiple copies as well. That's good.
And they have their team set up to ramp up to a 5 as soon as they can. And if you get it to, you got to spend 8 to purchase it, they're like, I hate you.
Yep. And a 3 cost for those stats as well. Yeah, me and DM were playing. DMArmada were playing against this, and you made my Atlas cost 9 energy.
Jeez.
I bought 2 of them though for 9. So.
It's a provable point, huh?
No, I just had mad ramp. So that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
I didn't have any removal, but I had really good ramp.
All right.
Because of love.
Yes.
Oh.
All right.
So he chose poorly when he decided to name Atlas.
Indiana Jones up in this mug.
You bought 5 investigations?
I did buy 5 investigations. That's how I got up to 9 twice.
Jesus Christ. All right. So this is a 5-drop shield Solomon Grundy. He's a 1/3/3, a 1/4/4, a 2/5/5. And just so you know, he cannot be killed. He has strike.
Yeah. You don't want something that cannot be killed to have strike, really, do you?
Yeah.
You should have regenerate if you can't be killed.
Yeah. I think they named it inappropriately.
You know,
I think Solomon Grundy.
Poorly.
They did choose poorly. Solomon Grundy and Gorilla Grodd need to go back to school for naming conventions because they are just preposterous with these names.
I like this die though. I liked it when it was out in Justice League.
Justice League, yeah, it's the same exact die.
He's a cool die, and a cool guy. So
that face, look at that face.
Yeah,
you know that guy was born on a Sunday.
That's what I heard. Sword around town. Next, Solomon Grundy, Rot of the Swamp, 5-cost shield. When fielded, if you have 2 active non-Solomon Grundy villain characters, KO target opposing character die. This is more like one of his older abilities, right?
Yeah, similar. Not as good.
Say, this is a lot of workaround to get to KO 1 opposing die. That's a lot of workaround.
Yeah, there are better ways to KO dice, but
there's cheap villains though. You can have 2 cheap villains out there.
I mean, yeah, you could just pop 2 Kree captain, or Kree soldiers, whatever. But because those are villains and they also help him cost less, so.
This also might be a good pivot with a Shriek. It's a collector, sorry.
Scarlet Witch kind of thing.
A collector. No, if you have a collector out, you can field this.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's okay. There are better ways probably to KO stuff.
It's removable.
But it is removal, and removal is good. Regardless.
Ooh. All right. Superman, 6-cost shield. And he's a 1/5/5, 2/7/7, 3/8/8. Bulletproof. Prevent all damage dealt to Superman by villain character dice. That's his only ability.
That's all right.
Not the worst.
Only all the villains use bullets.
I guess. And a biplane.
The villains are the bullets.
A biplane. Yeah. Who was that? Was that Clayface up in that biplane? He seems like the kind of guy. He looks like it, according to his art.
No, you're thinking of Metallo. He had
Metallo. That's or Metallo.
Yeah, Metallo. He should have that little leather helmet with some goggles.
Metallo flies around in planes.
Yes, going.
This is the worst Power
Ranger. Twirling his mustache while he does that.
Yep. Yeah, this Superman is. This probably wouldn't even be good with Jimmy. Oh yeah, I guess it would.
It's all right.
Really,
it's fine.
The other 2 Supermans are better with Jimmy.
They definitely are.
Speaking of
Superman from Krypton,
he's good though.
Strike. Just strike. I was gonna say strike and overcrush, but it's just strike.
It's double overcrush at that point.
Ooh, he gets strike and overcrush and overcrush and overcrush.
Yeah, this one.
Strike is meh.
With Jimmy.
Still, strike is meh.
All right.
I don't know. With Jimmy, the 4-cost you just have to pay 3 to get him out on 8/8 side. And then he only is, 10/10 overcrush, I'm not going to say no to, but it's only that for 1 turn. Then you have to find a way to cycle him and then pay 3 for him next time, and you can't field any other characters.
If you swing through ones with the 10/10, they have to block the next time. It's just going to be a matter of time. It just sucks to have to cycle it.
It's just a beat down. You're just going to beat him down at that point.
I know, but I just don't like the fact that you have to cycle them and you can't field any other characters when you field them. I just think it's
too
complicated.
You don't have to cycle them, though. You just keep punching with Superman.
Then he doesn't have overcrush. You just block him with a sidekick.
Ben's right.
Keep punching away, though.
Like, there aren't even any... there aren't any ways to KO him in set. So why have an ability like Strike if you're not going to have an ability to recycle them via KOs in set? It just, design wise, it doesn't make a lot of sense, and I will fault WizKids for that, not making either an instant speed or a main step KO to where you can recycle the Strike ability is kind of like,
that is a massive collector, Jabez. Well,
it costs 4 to get him in.
yeah. Then he's a 7/7.
7/7. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Not good either, though.
Yeah, Ivy lets you KO him. Is what Patrick said. In set.
In set, and also Fabricate could work pretty good with him.
Yeah, outside of set, there are a couple of ways, but like having to run Ivy. He does have a good ability, though.
If you're gonna KO him with Ivy, you probably want him to swing through with Ivy. But
yeah,
who knows?
Oh, I forgot about the Atom.
All right. So a 4-cost fist, and it's the Atom, and he's a 0/1/1, a 1/4/4, a 1/5/5. He escalates so quickly from his 0 to topside.
It's thematic.
Yeah.
He's a growing boy.
Professor. And he has Awaken. He deals 2 damage to target opponent. So when he spins up, you deal 2 damage to target opponent.
I like it. It's a little expensive, but I like it.
Could be spammed somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do the the mutation global set.
Yeah, would you pay 2 masks to do 2 damage to your opponent?
No, I'd much rather pay 2 masks to get rid of one of their dice from their card.
This could be a lot better if you made it be able to target characters or opponents.
That's what we were talking about whenever we first saw it on the stream. If you could target characters.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
The Atom, less than nothing. When you use an action die, you may spin the Atom up 1 level. Yeah, that's cool. I just wish I had that Awaken ability on it.
Yeah. Only if the 2 dice were combined.
It seems like they had this original concept together, and then they were like, no, too powerful. Let's just break it apart.
Let's just split it up.
Like, this would be better, I think, if he was cheaper.
If he was like a 3-cost?
Yeah, 2 might be too cheap, but 3, yeah. She's an action, get him big, like up to that 5/5. That's just me, though. I guess with Aquaman, you combine for 3, right?
2 masks for 2 damage. I don't know if that's better than the double mask global. Not to me, anyway.
I don't either.
All right, moving on.
I don't understand why this didn't have Amplify.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This is word for word what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So the next one is a 4-cost fist. Experiments in matter reduction. While the Atom is active, once per turn, you may spin the Atom down 1 level to spin a Justice League character die, other than Atom up 1 level.
Yeah, I like this. That's okay.
I think that's a more serviceable one.
I wish this was a 3-cost. I think you'd run it for sure at 3-cost.
Yeah.
Seems to me with the stats versus the purchase cost that they either in playtesting or design tried to balance it by overcosting it, which I think they really need to retool their how they do that approach, because just because you overcost it doesn't mean you're balancing the card. A lot of times you're actually weakening the card.
Yeah.
Because like it's got a good stat line. It's got a great stat line if you ask me. And they want to do something about that by giving it good abilities, but then they're like, well, these abilities are too good for a 2 or 3 cost, so let's just go ahead and make them a 4 cost. And then people competitively will look at that and they go, it's it's not worth it, because you can get another 4 cost and do better.
Yeah, none of these atoms are going to be
the deal. Yeah.
I know.
All right. The Flash, a 4-cost fist character. He's a 1/3/3, 2/4/4, 2/5/5. Always fast enough. If the Flash is the first die you purchase this game, he costs 1 less to purchase, so it makes him a 3 cost if he is the first purchase. While the Flash is active, when an opponent's attune activates, they lose 1 life. Okay.
We just pour one out for the homies, for all the other Flashes that have come before this guy, because he is the first decent Flash ever since they printed the Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Strongly disagree. Strongly disagree.
That's the
Flash,
counterpoint.
This Flash is also garbage.
I said decent. I didn't say great. I said compared to the other Flashes, he is miles better.
No, this is garbage. Hot garbage.
Flash that's better than this.
If you're running this, you are a fool. No one's running this. You suck if you run this.
Why?
Okay.
I'm interested in this. Let's talk.
Hot take.
I want to know why.
This conversation.
Why.
In what? This is not going to be good in any match you play. Apart from the one instance where you're playing against an attune team, it's just stupid. Even at Worlds, there was 2 attune teams out of 16. It's garbage. You just never get drawn against them.
I'm talking about the card overall. I just like the first ability. If it's the first die you purchase, he costs 1 less to purchase.
I'm not buying
that gives you flexibility.
That's garbage. You get him out turn 3 and you have to pay 2 to field him. You can't do anything turn 3. That's crap.
A 5/5 on turn 3 seems good.
That's crap. Useless. You can't even. If you buy it. So when can you buy him? You buy him turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
Turn 1 or turn 2, then you can at least ramp in turn 2 with a res.
You can't turn 2 if you buy him turn 2. You can't res. Because he's 4 cost.
But he's a 3 if you purchase him first in the game.
Yep.
If you
so you can't buy anything turn 1.
That's correct. You have to. He's a turn 1. He's a turn 1 purchase. He's a turn 1 purchase for sure.
He's always going to be a turn 1 purchase. But...
Yeah, and mess up your bag. Garbage. He is garbage.
All right.
2-4-4. Nope. 2-5-5.
Everyone played the Flash always fast enough against Ben. It'll just throw him off.
I will enjoy that a lot.
All right, moving on. Jesus Christ.
The Flash can't stop. And he has strike.
Ben's favorite keyword.
Also, there was a 5 cost, the Flash from Green Arrow, the War of Light. That was good. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, this one's also terrible.
Okay. Jesus.
Flash, no shadow. The Flash cannot be targeted by opposing global abilities or action dice. I like
this one is fine. I don't have any issues.
This one's better than this one.
He has no shadow.
But the shadow knows.
Oh. Yeah, he does.
This is the second best Flash ever printed.
Oh my gosh. All right,
moving along.
The Joker. He's a.
No, I take it back. I'm looking at the Flashes. This is the third best Flash ever printed.
Oh, we're gonna have to have a video about all the Flashes and rank them.
Oh, we can rank.
We're gonna rank them
for sure.
A flashback of the Flashes.
I will. On that
prepare to be flashed.
No, I'm sorry. Always Fast Enough is terrible. He is not fast enough. He is garbage.
I said he was decent. I didn't say he was better than.
All right, we can save the Flash talk for another video.
Jesus. So
we talk about this art though.
I didn't know that the Flash is going to be such a debate.
The Flash sucks as a character, and he sucks as a card.
Yeah, he hasn't been that great.
I will agree with both, but I just so happen to be a huge fan of the comics.
Yeah, Flash can time travel, dude.
I hate DC, so let's just.
Oh my god, Marvel fans over here.
You, sir.
All right.
DC's villains are good.
Okay.
And in this set, all the villains are pretty good.
Okay.
Talking of which, the Joker's pretty good.
Yeah, Joker 4
and he has
some
sweet artwork as well.
Oh my god! So he's a 4-cost fist. It's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5, and not funny anymore. While the Joker is active, when an opponent fields a character die sharing at least one energy type with another active character that player controls, deal that opponent 2 damage.
Character die.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, most people don't.
No, this is pretty cool.
This is good.
Most teams you'll be like you have to have 8 cards, right?
Yeah.
And there's only 4 energy types, so you're gonna have characters that overlap on energy types.
Where do you rank this on Joker cards, though?
Not that. Maybe like 4th best off the top of my head.
It's not funny anymore. Come on.
All right, sorry.
I will say, so Ben's right, though. In a lot of competitive builds, people tend to lean more towards the same energy type, so that if the character ever rolls on an energy face, they can use it towards their globals for synergy reasons, or they can use it to purchase another character of the same energy type. So I agree. Having this here is actually good in a competitive setting as well. I would run this on like a 2-team takedown.
Yeah, it's okay. You're probably gonna do 2 damage a game with it, maybe 4.
That doesn't seem worth
maybe
it.
4, yeah.
Which is probably not worth it.
Yeah.
But if you have a team that is all about KOing stuff, then
sure,
it's okay.
All right. The Joker new and shiny. When the Joker attacks, you may roll a basic action die from your use pile. If you do, if it rolls an action face, you may use the effect of the face you rolled. Afterward, place the die in your bag, regardless of what face it rolled.
Wow, I like that.
I really like this one.
Yeah,
this is the best Joker out of these 3 in here, in my opinion.
All right, Ben, let's see. Here, you shit on it.
He says with trepidation. No, I like the joke in this set.
Maybe we should let Ben talk first. So we can try to, Ben, it's not that bad.
I want to see him get triggered, and I just really want to see him rage about stuff because it's fun.
It's all right.
On the Flash. So
this card is shit. This card is shit. That card is shit. They're all shit.
Where's Joker card
if
printed?
If it's a villain in this set, it's probably pretty good.
All right, we all agree this is a good one.
Yeah, it's cool. It's not gonna see any meta play, but it's cool.
Oh my god, the Riddler is so expensive.
So it's the Riddler. He's a 6-cost lightning character. His die is a 0-1-5, 1-2-6, 1-3-6, and he's creature of pure pride. While the Riddler is active, when an opponent rolls or re-rolls a die other than during their roll and re-roll step, deal that opponent 2 damage. I feel like that's been done before.
I like the effect. I just feel like he's too expensive.
Oh yeah.
I know. I really like this one.
This is WizKid's attempt at a balanced
I really
static.
like this one.
I just feel like no matter what I say, Ben's gonna be like, "No, opposite."
Well, it's just because you can combine it with reroll effects, right? There's a ton of way to reroll your opponent's characters, and that makes those things win conditions.
Yeah.
So Green Devil Mask combined with this is now win condition.
Yep, I agree.
Red Batman with this is now win condition. It doesn't have the stats for a 6 cost, but I think the ability is enough to.
That Harley Quinn, where she rerolls everyone's.
Yeah, you'd reroll the Riddler too, so you'd have to rely on him coming back.
True. It still would be kind of meme worthy.
Yeah, isn't it still considered active whenever she does the reroll effect, meaning the trigger would go in the queue, so you'd still get it regardless?
No.
Because he wouldn't be active anymore.
Yeah. If he comes back, then yes.
But then the roll's already done, so it wouldn't count, right?
Yeah.
J-Biz. Hey, Ben, good thing we have the sun.
I don't know what that means, but okay. All right. Oh, sure.
Man, the sun is overrated.
No, I'm sorry. Anyone telling me that Flash is good? Like, we tried testing it versus attuned teams, and it was terrible.
No, that sucks.
So when we're testing it against attuned teams and it's terrible, then it's terrible now when attuned things aren't that big of a thing.
I'm so glad that we had oxygen so we could breathe that.
Saying within the context of all the previous Flashes that have been printed for
No way, I'd rather get the full cost.
Why are you arguing with him, Joe? He's just
no way. There were the one that when fielded that can't be blocked by more than 3 characters. That's pretty cool.
If you have another Green Lantern character, though, that's like you're not gonna find that anywhere else outside of the DC stuff.
No, it's not that one. When fielded, Oh yeah, that one is cool. Yeah, there's a ton of good lantern characters. Running on a Guy Gardner Rush team is pretty cool.
Oxygen's
Just the
overrated.
4-cost flash.
Guy Gardner is a red lantern, by the way.
Yeah, but it's any lantern. It's not just Green Lantern. That symbol, no.
I think that's specifically a Green Lantern.
Okay, run it with
circle around it.
Run it with the lantern battery. That's cool.
All right. Now that we got that,
that makes it cost and they take 3 damage for blocking. That's pretty cool. And then the one from Justice League is better. I mean, they're all terrible.
From Justice League,
the one where they can't block unless they have 3 fielded characters.
That one's terrible on principle.
Yes, they're all terrible. They're all bloody terrible. That's the point.
You know what's not terrible? The Riddler. Okay, it might be terrible. Hold on, let me read it. Solve the mystery of world hunger 5-cost bolt. When the Riddler attacks, each player chooses and KOs one of their character dice. Well, there goes that KO ability y'all were talking about earlier that y'all are looking for.
That's true. That is true, but you have to cycle him back through too.
No, because it's when it attacks. So there's ways.
And then you can use your Clayface to copy it for some odd reason.
How is that going to help if the strike character that's attacking with the Riddler doesn't go through because it gets KO'd?
Hey, Joe, we're not here to solve the problems. We're just here to present solutions.
Apparently, we're here to shit on the problems.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Sorry, what? What happened?
Are you making more memes?
You missed your cue, bro. I'm sorry.
This card's alright. You can just keep Bishop back.
Yeah, but what purpose does it serve for getting the the characters we need to get KO'd?
KO Wolverine
with the strike though.
Oh yeah, KO strike, so you can cycle it next turn. KO Wolverine patch.
Yeah, the damage wouldn't go
There's
through.
A ton of KO.
Yeah, the damage wouldn't go through for the strike though.
No, I know, but you need a way to. There's loads of KO abilities that are good.
Yeah, right. I think it's good.
All right.
Next.
Yep.
Yes, I mean, so for example, Scarecrow in the old sets, Rarecrow.
Yep. There you go.
Pretty cool. There's a ton of good stuff.
All right. Toyman, 4-cost lightning. He is a 0/3/1/132/142, and his text is play dead. When fielded, your opponent chooses an unpurchased basic action die. Place that die in the used pile. Okay. I don't like
Chris, you can say what you feel like.
I don't like the fact that your opponent chooses it.
It's a basic action, so there's only 4.
Yeah, but if you need a specific one, you don't. They'll probably give you the most garbage one.
Resurrection
team.
But that means they have to be running garbage basic actions, right? Which is
most likely the case. They probably just have it up there for a global ability.
Not that many garbage basic actions, though.
That someone
just run Chaos Warp, and they'll always choose Chaos Warp.
I almost killed myself the other day with Chaos Warp.
Oh yeah, that was funny. I like this card though. I think it's interesting.
I like it.
I think it's fun. Yeah,
give me some of them free action, son.
I like stats. I like the stats for when fielded. I like the cost of it. Yep. Don't really like the artwork, but yep, it's pretty cool.
If it was...
it's not gonna be super competitive because your opponent gets to choose, right?
I think if it said that it counts as you purchasing it, that would be better, but it just, no.
I also don't know how many times you're going to get to use this.
I don't know why you would use this card.
For them free
action
dice.
Yeah, get free action dice. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's garbage.
I mean, eventually it'll get to the point to where they have to give you the one that you're looking for anyway. If you start, so like, let's say both of you have investigations, or both of you have, some decent actions that do more than just a global.
I'm sorry, but if you're having to go through that many times of fielding him to get that effect, to get to that one thing, you've probably already lost the game.
Yeah, you have, but you have fun doing it. So
okay, all right, whatever.
Better than running the Flash. So
it's a win-win.
Here's a simple one to read.
Boy, it just clogs your bag, but it's like
Yeah.
It's clogging your bag with things you don't need. That's why I don't like it.
It's energy.
But you
have to have a team that runs off basic actions, right? You have to have Boom Boom.
Yeah, there would be no point. Yeah, there'd be no point to having that card on your team if you didn't have something to do with actions.
I know, but
the Lex Luthor we had earlier, where you get to prep or die every time you use an action. You have to have stuff to make it worthwhile and to ramp through.
Yeah,
whenever you use actions.
I don't think using that card. I don't think using a card to get to do that, to build around that.
Yeah, but just play some games and then look at your opponent's basic actions, and I bet each time they're like have these, because you're not going to take a bad basic action.
I do sometimes for hate,
but you're an idiot.
Yeah, you like
point taken, sir. Point taken.
Even stuff like Resurrection, right? It's still an okay ability.
It's an okay, it's decent.
I'd have it for free.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
for handing out them basic actions, I'll take one.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, there's a problem though, because if either one of you brings static field, you're always getting static field.
That's true. Then don't take.
But I wouldn't waste. I don't know what that does. I don't remember. But I wouldn't waste the basic action space on something like that if it's horrible. But I don't know what it is.
Oh, it has your characters only deal 1 combat damage this turn.
Oh yeah, that's horrible.
But it also has the Cape Bishop global, right? So you might run it because you want to distract their stuff.
You also don't have to play it.
If you don't have to use it.
Yeah.
No, that's true. But then you always have an extra die in your bag, which clogs.
Which is
so maybe run it with something like the Cosmic Cube, the one that lets you pull dice through. So even if your bag is clogged, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
And run it with the Flash as well.
There you go. Problem solved. All right. So the 3-cost bolt, boy genius.
Yeah, no one cares.
And he's done.
I like his stats with it, but who cares?
It reminds me of the old Ghost Rider that they put the little tagline on it. No abilities, just good stats.
But this actually does have good stats, to be fair to it. That Ghost Rider did not have good stats because it costs 2 to field.
Yeah.
And 2 to field is terrible.
So Toyman Killer Toys, a 4-cost bolt with a tune. When fielded, if you have more active sidekick dice than an opponent, deal 2 damage to that opponent.
I like this one more than the first 2. Personally.
Yeah, this is that Carmine Falcone ability, I think, that if you have more sidekicks.
Yeah, it's a good shout, yeah.
And it has a tune.
And that was a great recall there, Rob.
Although that one might be your opponent having more sidekicks than you.
For the Carmine Falcone?
Yeah, I can't remember. It might be this one.
I think it was.
That was a good callback though.
It was, yeah, good shout. Which is a good bit. It's a fun ability, for sure.
It doesn't hurt that it has the extra tune on there too.
Yeah. I'm all about that tune. All right.
Tune.
All right.
Yeah, so this one is actually better than the Carmine Falcone. Yeah. Because this one is relying on you having more sidekicks than them, whereas the Carmine Falcone was relying on them having more sidekicks than you. So you can actually control this one a bit more. It also has better cyclable stats. So I like this one quite a lot. And yeah, tune. Okay.
I think you're just running that one over the other 3, especially.
I like the first one.
Yeah.
Did we get disconnected?
I think
what happened?
You got disconnected.
What? Hello?
The stream disconnected.
It should. I haven't had any issues. I don't show anything.
It says an error occurred. Please try again later.
Reload your thing.
Yeah, it's working for me.
Oh man.
No, it's working for me, Chris.
Okay, yeah, it's back up.
Okay,
I just have to go out and go back in.
I think because we're running so long.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're on the last one, right?
All right. We still got team packs after this, but if we want to cover that next time, we can.
Yeah, we'll do that next time.
All right.
So the Watchtower is a 2-cost bolt, JLA headquarters. Your Justice League character dice get +1/+1 burst double burst. Instead, your Justice League character dice get +2/+2.
And you only get 2. I think it's justifiably.
Oh, you get 1 in 1 box, but the max dice 2.
Yeah, I'm just saying max die. If you want to go for that, it's just 2, and I think that's justifiable in that.
No.
I like it.
It's fine.
All right.
I like that they have both for this and the Legion of Doom. I like that.
It's good design. Yep.
So Watchtower JLA Satellite 3-cost bolt. Prep a die from your bag. When you field a Justice League character die, prep a die from your bag until end of turn.
Nice.
I like this one.
Yeah.
It's a good Justice League ramp tool.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time we had a non-basic action ramp tool.
True. Yeah.
That wasn't global based. I don't know if we've ever had like just to play this basic action prep die. Non-basic action prep die. It's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier School.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Huh, I knew one.
Chris, you are on fire with the names tonight, man.
That wasn't prep die though.
But you empty your bag.
Oh, actually, it was prep die actually.
Yeah.
So yeah. Good
shout.
shout.
I think it's a better way to prep it because you get to pick whatever you prep.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. All right.
That one did churn your bag though, and sometimes that's not so good.
Yeah, but I mean that could be if you build your team around it, it's really good. But if you don't, it's really garbage. That's with anything though. Garbage, hot garbage. All right. We already went with this one.
Next.
All Along the would be a good subtitle.
Yeah. All right. Watching Earth. Go ahead.
You got it? Okay. 2-cost bolt. When you field a Justice League character die, you may KO target opposing villain character die with the purchase cost equal to or less than the fielded Justice League character die.
I think that's good.
Opposing character die with purchase cost equal to. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Them Supermans.
Yeah.
The great thing about it is most of the villains are actually cheaper than most of the Justice League characters.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got that going for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just run a Batman or a Superman the whole way.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't hate it.
Mm.
All right.
It's great with the Flash, doesn't it, Ben?
All right, Ben. Shit on it.
It's fine.
Right. We have Wonder Woman after this.
Oh.
It's so good.
All right, Wonder Woman, piece of clay. She's a 3-cost shield. 023 133 144. Strike. That ability that Ben loves. I think on the 3-cost, that's actually really good.
Man, you get Arthur Curry out there and buy her for 2.
Yeah.
It's not really good.
It's better than the other strike characters.
True.
That makes it really good strike character.
Just want to qualify that. It's only not.
From the rest of the crap that is strike characters, it is really good.
Strike might be good. Who knows? I've been wrong before.
Yeah.
All right.
But this is, if Strike's going to be good, this is probably going to be a part of Strike being good. So,
for sure.
That.
All right.
Wonder Woman, a gift. 4-cost shield. When fielded, you may spin up to 2 dice in your reserve pool to ? Faces.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I enjoy this
really
one.
good.
You like that one?
I wish this wasn't a 4-cost.
Yeah.
I wish this was a 3-cost.
I don't really like that.
I like it, but it's not the best. But it'd be kind of cool if it was spin 2 dice in a reserve pool to ? faces. Like, so you could spin your opponents' energy to ? faces. So you could do like the Blightbringer, making them pay the ? That'd be cool as a design idea. But
this one in combination with Crystal, you can field 2 sidekicks. So that'd be kind of good.
Yeah, that's well, no. Because this one happens when you field it, whereas Crystal happens after your
roll.
The timing wouldn't work.
That's awful. Never mind then. I'm just gonna not say anything anymore.
But no, it's an okay ability. I think I might like the Strike one better, but
yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of stuff that depends on having unique energy symbols in the thing to do a special thing that you want to spin your dice a certain way.
Yeah,
for sure, but having question marks is always good. Yeah.
All right.
Wonder Woman, Amazon ambassador to the world. When fielded, you may spin a die in your reserve pool that is on an energy face to another energy face.
I honestly feel
energy to double energy.
Yeah, I honestly feel that for a 4-cost, you could just go ahead and bump the ability up to energy face onto another face. I just feel like for 4, you should be able to do that. game.
That seems a little too broken, I think.
I don't know. I think it's too high of a purchase cost with the ability as is. I feel like I would not go out of my way to do that.
It's fine.
I mean, you can probably make another energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're probably always going to get an extra energy out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine, but you're probably paying an energy to field her.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. The trade-off for both the purchase and the fielding cost is not worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd probably just run the strike one.
I wish it was something like roll a character face on your opponent's dice down to something else, like energy or something. That would be kind of broken. But that would be broken.
All right. Yeah, I only like the strike one. Yeah. All right, next.
Betrayal.
Oh my god, I forgot about
the basic actions.
Basic actions.
We can do the basic actions another time now.
Betrayal's a reprint.
Unless you want to do it right now, we can go through them quickly if you want. They're pretty.
Betrayal reprint.
Yeah.
Super strong, super fun. I like it.
Love the art.
Doomlands.
This is new, isn't it?
This is a good one.
Fun.
All right, so choose one of your active characters.
I'll read
Choose
it.
one of your active character dice. Only that character die may attack this turn. All opposing character dice must block this turn if able. When an opposing character dies KO this turn, its controller loses 1 life. Double burst. Also, if an opponent has no active character dice at the end of the turn, that opponent loses 1 life. So you just load up on Deadly?
Yep.
Yep.
Which has Morph and Dreadnought written all over it. Just going to put that out there.
Yeah. It's just there's no deadly characters in set, is there? No. So
no. There's a thing that gives Legion of Doom characters deadly.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
But put this together with the Poison Ivies in set. Both of the ones that KO. Like, put that together because you use the action, and then it just says whenever they're KO'd, their controller, it doesn't say blocking character dice. It just says when an opposing character die is KO'd, they lose 1 life.
Yeah.
Good either way.
Okay. Next one, energy filled. Spin all. The action is spin all active character dice up 1 level. And then the double burst. Also, afterwards, spin target opposing character die to level 1. And the global is probably the main thing for it. Pay a mask and spin one of your character dice down 1 level to spin target character die up 1 level. There's some.
This is polymorph global.
Except for it says a character you control down. I guess it's the same as that, but it doesn't specifically say that on a polymorph, though.
Oh, it does. It says on polymorph, it says spin one of your character dice down to spin another one up.
Okay.
I think on mutation, right?
Yeah.
It's also that way on mutation. The only difference between, I think, is the... No, because they still keep the target word in there, too.
Yeah.
Cool. It's the same. I like this action.
Yeah.
All right.
It's nice that you spin an opposing character down to level 1. That's nice.
Yeah, I like that.
I like it for 2. That's good.
Excessive force. 4 cost. Deal 6 damage to target character die. Global. Pay a bolt. Target character die gets +1 until end of turn.
This is a reprint.
Meh.
Yeah. Investigation. Reprint.
Yeah, it's a good card.
That's a quick reprint on that.
Yeah.
All right.
Ping. Deal 1 damage to target opponent. Bolt.
Ping.
Burst. Double burst. Also has boomerang.
Ping.
And why don't you take this? Why don't you tell us about this card?
Ping.
What's boomerang? After you use it, you re-roll it, and if it's action face, you get to prep it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good.
Ping.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't know what else to say. It's good.
Yeah. There's nothing else you can say. It's awesome.
No, that's good.
All right. Power Almighty. Spin each of your active character dice up 1 level. For each active character die you could not spin up, prep 1 die from your bag. Ooh.
Oh.
That could get good,
all
but
sidekicks.
Yeah.
Nah, this is pretty strong.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, this is a good way to prep everything in your bag.
It seems like it could be really good, but then again, it could be one of those trick cards for you that you like when you actually try to use it. It's not good, but
maybe. But I think just because it works on sidekicks so well. So basically, this is
you're gonna get something out of it.
At worst, this is prep every die in your bag. Prep a die from your bag for every sidekick you have.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Like, if that was the text, it would be good. The fact that this also spins up your cards, which could trigger Awaken or something like that. As well as prepping dice, I don't know. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
All right.
Static field. This sounds like a reprint. Character dice.
This is a straight up reprint of a card from Warhammer.
We talked about
this is the most disappointing in the card in the set for me. This was pretty disappointing. They reprinted this straight away.
Yeah.
They should have reprinted Distraction.
Yeah, I think that's what they could have done with that one.
Next, Stretch.
Oh, this card is so good.
Move any number of dice from your use pile to your bag. Burst, double burst. Also draw one die and roll it. Global, pay a fist. Once per turn, you may draw and roll a die from your reserve pool to your use pile. Nice. This is all kinds
Everything
of good.
about this
all
card
around.
is good.
Yeah.
That's just a straight up really, really good basic action.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it.
Yes, please.
Ping and Stretch going on my team. Suffering and Satisfaction, 2 cost. Choose an affiliation. Target character die with that affiliation gets +2, and a different target character die with that affiliation gets -2. You may only use this action die if 2 dice in the field zone have the same affiliation. This is a reprint.
From Civil War.
Yeah. It is, yeah. It was okay then.
Did anyone ever use that? I never used it.
I did. It wasn't that good.
Yeah. You would use it in what, draft?
Yeah, just messing around with what was that affiliation? The CW one, the Wonder